Warhammer Plus? Official Games Workshop animations? One speeding ticket later. Today we're going to be taking a look at Warhammer Plus and a lot of the fan animations that are coming out with Warhammer Plus at launch. We want to know which ones are good, which ones suck, what they're about a little bit, what the animation may look like, and which ones you are looking forward to. So, we have just a little less than a month before Warhammer fans the world over get to get their judgy-ass eyes onto some officially licensed Games Workshop animations, or dare I say, shows. Games Workshop's official streaming app, plus some more stuff, launches less than a month away on August 25th, 2021 for only $4.99 USD per month. The list of animations is pretty impressive, with some that look good, some that look bad, and hell, some that just look plain ugly. But which are which? Let's talk about them today. I'm Trevor, your host across the endless battlefields of the 41st millennium, and this is Battle Brothers TV. And today we're going to be taking a look at Warhammer Plus, its sizzle reel, its upcoming animations, and whether or not it's going to be worth it. So for those of you that don't know, a couple of weeks ago, Games Workshop put out a statement permanently banning any fan animations. For more on this, check out the last 3 minutes of my video right here. Now they did this because they're trying to keep these potential cash cows in-house. Who could blame them? These fan animations, that's it, it's too long. From now on, they're fan-animations. Garnered millions of YouTube views, and even made the pants of myself and every other Warhammer fan and neckbeard on Earth get just a little bit tighter. A couple of months back, Games Workshop released this sizzle reel, which contains some of the animations. It is supposed to introduce us to some of these projects. Really kind of whet our appetites. Almost like an appetizer that we've eaten after the meal, because we've actually been able to watch Fanimations for a very long time, just, you know, somewhat freer. But as people say, nothing in life is ever really free. Those people are all idiots. So let's take a look at some of this sizzle reel and see if it sizzles and steams up our skillets. Sizzling.
Yes, I am afraid. Imagine if she learns the truth.
Yeah, so apparently Stormcast Eternals, Age of Sigmar, you can just count me right out. Count me right out.
Commander, we can't trust in old myths. We must look to the iron within.
I can get behind some Iron Warriors lore. We'll see, I guess. Bad voice acting so far, that's cool.
I am Aristarchus, chaplain of the Black Templars.
Ooh.
This is the record of my sins.
Yeah, this music is getting repetitive the way they started up, but that sounds fat. Lots of Xenos, I hope. Oh, I love the Black Templars.
True power doesn't come from the barrel of a gun. Your choices affect the lives of men. Mine decide the fate of mankind.
Well, sounds cool. The governing of the Imperium's kind of always interested me. For the greater good type stuff, just without the good.
Armor yourselves! We ride to glory! We write a new history this day!
Well, that's pretty cool. About knights. But I think Aragorn kind of wants his speech back.
Good enemies is hard
Smaug?
to find.
Smog? Smaug? Is that you with bad grammar? Benedict Warhammer Snatch. They don't quite sound as agile as in the orig. I hope that's the sound of dreadnoughts and not big clunky space marines.
Blood. There's always more blood.
Ooh, blood, he's edgy. He's an edgy edge boy. Ooh, edgy edgelord.
The only path to understanding is to suffer.
Okay, that's not very original, but you know what? I've been looking forward to this. For some reason, the Tau just fascinate me.
You shall not die alone. I will be there. I will watch the light fade through your eyes.
This one gets me going. It could be that creepily androgynous robot voice, but yeah, that's it. That's what it is.
Blast that thing from the void!
Ugh, the voice acting. I was seriously looking forward to this one until I saw the first 5 minutes of it. Whoa, I think I might have peed a little. I'm not gonna let the terrible design aesthetic of the actual sizzle reel get me down though. After all, we know that Games Workshop's digital animators are apparently as worthless as a fart in a diving helmet. They did steal and hire all of the good YouTube talent to do their job. So this particular reel is actually way more organized than some of the other ones that they've put out for Warhammer Plus. Bad design aesthetic aside, we don't really get to see much in this one aside from the titles and a little blurb about each one. And we have learned that some of the voice actors sound just like every bad theater student. Well, that just rubs my nipples the wrong way. Is there a right way? Now, the premises of some of these animations sound pretty cool, and they are certainly more than I thought we would get with an initial launch of Warhammer Plus. So let's take a look at them one by one. Obviously, let's start with Black Talon. Honestly, I don't have too much to say about Black Talon. It probably, either loosely or not so loosely, follows the Black Talon series of novels by Andy Clark, which of course takes place in the Age of Sigmar setting and follows a knight Zephyros by the name of Black Talon. This sounds great if you're into Age of Sigmar. Maybe this will change my opinion, but at this point I can't even give Age of Sigmar the time of day. Next up, we have Iron Within. I'm really excited for this one for a lot of reasons. It follows the tale of a couple of Astra Militarum soldiers who are tasked with holding an Imperial world. Oh yeah, and it's got Iron Warriors. Who's not excited about Iron Warriors? I'm stoked. The animation looks fantastic, and I am a huge fan of Iron Warriors lore. I don't feel like we get to see them enough in modern 40k, so this should really help out their badass image. Next up is Altar of Wrath, which follows a Black Templar chaplain. Now this is the official continuation of follow-up of the Primaris The Last Templar animation that we saw on YouTube in November of 2020. This one looks pretty tit-kicking as well. Check out these graphics! Photo realistic! We'll get to see a Black Templar Terminator too, and I hope a lot of Xenos. They's my favorites. Or at least engage in some skull-crushing crusading against some psychers. Next is High Lords, and this sounds completely awesome to me. Palace and political intrigue set in the grimmest, darkest setting imaginable? Sign me up. The High Lords of Terra don't get enough attention for all of the ruling and crazy backstabbery that they go through and endure. I'm assuming that's who we'll be fawning over in this one. And I really look forward to some regal reconnaissance, masterful machinations, and inspired intrigue. Not too much has been shown about the art style of this particular animation, but it does seem to be sort of a darker, grittier Saturday morning cartoon style. Think X-Men meets Akira. Broken Lance follows a 40k knight family as it struggles to face the sins of its predecessors. While we don't know too much about this particular fanimation, I'm sure its content will be ground-shaking. Oh, thank you. I am really looking forward to seeing some knight action that doesn't involve a pay-to-win phone game. Hammer and Bolter is an anthology series that promises to cover all of the different Warhammer IPs in a really cool, dark, and gritty style of cartooning. I look forward to seeing the places that they'll go, as long as it literally has nothing to do with Age of Sigmar. Astartes 2 is the official follow-up to the Astartes phenomenon that swept the planet a couple of years ago. The Warhammer animation heard round the world! It promises a lot of fast-paced Space Marine done the right way action following our new boys, the Retributors chapter. Maybe we'll even find out what that talking floating ball thing was. If you missed the original Astartes, I have a link to a master cut in the description of this video. Interrogator follows an interrogator of the Inquisition whose Inquisitor Master has recently been killed. I think vengeance may be a driving motivation for him. It seems he's sort of calling for blood.
Blood. There's always more blood.
Yep. That'd be it. The style is the grimmest sort of animation style that we've seen so far, and it really calls to mind Sin City, even with a lot of the morally questionable internal monologues. The Exodite follows a Tau stealth team as they infiltrate an Imperial planet. I am probably the most excited about this series because I love Xenos. I love all of the alien races, species, and cultures from around the Milky Way galaxy in the 41st millennium. Tau lore completely fascinates me. I mean, look at them! They're cute little gray aliens who somehow seem to be the only decent people in the galaxy. Who wouldn't love it? Xenophobics. That's who. We need to build a space wall and keep them all out. Pariah Nexus is a Necron animation. The aesthetics of this one feel like they're going to be quite a bit different. The Indomitus Crusade reaches the Pariah Nexus and comes into contact with our crazed metalhead Skeletor boys. It will be a fight to remember. Finally, we have Angels of Death. I was really looking forward to this one because I love Blood Angels. Noticed I said was really looking forward to this one. Then I saw the first 5 minutes of it and learned more about it. Now it graces the bottom of my list. Black Talon does not count. Get that Age of Sigmar shit out of here. The art style and animation are painful. The whole black and white, except for red, cause Blood Angels are red thing just doesn't work. It's as cheesy as you can get, it makes every scene too dark to really figure out what's going on, and it just looks bad. I mean, 1998 called, they want StarCraft back, and if that wasn't bad enough, then I learned that it's only a few episodes with 10-minute runtimes. Watch out, Mandalorian! They're trying to steal your shitty runtime garbage. Now this brings me to my last point. Are we ever going to see real, honest to the God Emperor Warhammer shows? Or just officially licensed fanimations because Games Workshop just couldn't be bothered with that level of commitment? Do they really care to bring in additional money, fans, and viewers? Or are they just trying to make a few minutes of assorted eye candy for Warhammer fanboys? I am one of them. Time will tell. Either way, Warhammer Plus does appear to be living up to its slogan of more Warhammer, more often. Regardless of whether these fanimations are good or bad, Battle Brothers TV will be there through every single episode, analyzing it, talking about it, and reviewing it on YouTube. We'll tell you which ones to watch and which ones to rant about on Reddit. Tell me in the comments which ones of these fanimations you're looking forward to the most. Do you think that Games Workshop is doing the right thing by putting fanimations behind a paywall if they have no intention of making full feature-length episodes? If you like this video and its content, please make sure you give us a big thumbs up. Also, subscribe! And make sure that you blast that bell icon for notifications about more great content just like this. I have been Trevor, still am, but I have been too, and this is Battle Brothers TV. We'll see you on the battlefield. The Exodite follows a Tal stealth team as they infiltrate an Imperial planet. The Exodite follows a Tal space team as they infiltrate... Space team?